What's on there, people? Welcome to a new episode, a new week. It is now even colder, so I'm posted up in the garage for a little bit, just doing some bits. I have got the dashboard ready to go back in. I'm just making sort of an aluminium plate here for all the dials and switches and all that shit. I've had to cut the corners off to go around the cage. That'll be put back on. I've just taken that off so it doesn't flap around. But yeah, dashboard's in. Like I say, it is very cold, so cheers Scotty. I'm making use of this nice little heater that he's dropped off to me. So, gonna crack on. I did manage to wrangle Kev round last night. He gave me some hours doing some wiring for me. So, as you can see, it is cold. He's ran through all the link stuff and he's just plugged it all in for in these Deutsch connectors for me. So they're going to go basically where these little bits are. They're going to be mounted along here. So yeah, he's cracked on with that last night whilst I was farting around on the inside of the car. Still quite a bit to do, but we are making progress. I'm going to P-clip that up in a minute. That's the clutch line. And then put the engine mounts back on. And engine's ready to go in. But first, what I was doing before that, I've just made up this nice little alley plate. That is going to fit in there, something like that. Just going to bolt it through the top and then self-tapper it through the bottom, and then it's going to have AFR, oil pressure and the battery isolator on here, and then if I can squeeze some other things in, maybe windows and hazards, I don't know, I might put them somewhere else, but for now that's going to go like that. And there we go. Obviously that's only a little sticker just to stop it from getting scratched. Mounted, solid, AFR, oil, off. Sorted. Slowly getting my garage back. Hopefully, end of next week, that'll be in along with that. That'll be in, and then some of that will start going so I can actually get in and out of my garage again. That'd be nice. So, I'm in the car. You can see dashboard's back in. Clocks are in. All the switches for that are in. Surround for the steering wheel, steering boss is half in. Rest of the dashboard's in. I'm just drilling a hole. Where am I? Drilling a hole in the steering mechanism to pull out the spring so I don't have a steering lock because it keeps pissing me off. 3 attempts. 3 attempts. For fuck's sake. Three times. First one, fucking miles off. Second one, getting closer. Third one, spot on, boy. So, if you're having issues with your steering lock, just drill a little hole, rip this little bastard out, and then should be good to go. Right, it's been raining the last couple of days, so I haven't really done much, but dashboard's back in, lovely. Seat rails are now in. I just need to work out where the seats are going. Fire extinguisher is in, but I'm probably going to put a bigger one in. Yeah, just waiting for wiring on the inside now, like I say, and everything is ready to go. So I've also, in the last couple of days, been thinking about this, and I don't think I want to run the AFR and the oil gauge there. I want to still put the battery isolator switch there, and probably like all of these window switches and all of that shit in there. What I have done is I've bought a triple gauge pod, so to speak, that replaces those two vents in the centre, because obviously there's nothing behind it. There's no fans or anything anymore, so I'm going to get rid of those two vents and put 3 gauges in there instead. So it'll free up a bit of space. It should look a bit tidier. But yeah, I'm just trying to tick a few bits off the list. It's basically ready for an engine now. Just need to get a second pair of hands. Right, bit of an update for you. I've got a real bad cold. Had some issues this week. So, firstly, engine has now moved swaps around. We've tried to put the gearbox on earlier this week and realised that the splines weren't 100% lined up in the twin plate clutch. So I'm waiting for a tool to turn up for that so we can get the gearbox on, engine in the car. Also with the gearbox, when we were fitting it, I managed to, or attempting to fit it, I managed to split this. So if you remember in my previous videos, this is a 5 series gearbox with a 3 series gearbox mount. So I've had to find another one of these. Hopefully, I think part numbers match. That should go on there. I'm going to try not to split this one again. I've got a feeling that's going to be the failure point in the future, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. One thing I want to show you is I've showed the hydro that I want to use in previous videos. I was farting around with that, stripped a couple of threads out of it, and decided that I didn't want to play with that one no more. So I've gone and spent some money and bought one of these. Now this is courtesy of FMIC front mount intercooler performance from Poland. You see them sponsoring a lot of the big boys in drifting. So 0.625 cylinder and a matching hydro. You'll see that in a later video, but new hydro ready to go in the car. Happy about that. Right, we are back inside the motor because I want to show you this that I've been slaving away on for the past few days. Like I said, gauges are now going up here, so this was now free for all the switches and everything, but hopefully doing it like that, obviously remove that out of the way, we've still got quite a bit of room if I want to run any extra switches here or along here or anything. This is going to be for like interior lights, stuff like that, but window switches and that still work. Cigarette lighter still works, it's all plugged in, it's all plumbed in quite nicely. Hopefully we can tidy this up a little bit more, but we're at the sort of limit of the wires at the moment. But yeah, that's that done. And actually, I need to fill that in still. I've got the plate to go over the top of it. The interior is becoming a very nice place to be honest. I think this isn't going to be a typical driveway build, hopefully. It's actually going to be I would say semi-professional, but a semi-good job. And I'm very happy with it, how it's going at the moment. You know, it's starting to come together nicely. Right, I'm going to leave the video here for now. You've seen various little tidbits that we've been doing. I was hoping to get the engine in this video, but obviously delays with tools and stuff like that have held us back from that. And the fact that we're in the middle of some sort of storm at the moment, and it is absolutely shitting it down outside. So I don't really fancy trying to put an engine in this weather. But the next video that I will release, which will hopefully be in the next week or two, the engine will be going in, because there's nothing else to do apart from tidying up a couple of little bits that aren't really important. There's nothing else to do apart from put the bastard in. So I'll see you in the next one.